fold as you'd like to today. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa and today I'm going to be leading you through a fun and short little flow to get your morning started off right. It's going to be a full body flow focusing on hips, a little bit of forward fold, some balancing thrown in the mix. Take it at your own pace. I'll offer you some variations to pick and choose from, and at the same time you can always challenge your practice and throw in anything you'd like to work on. Have a couple of blocks nearby and some water. Let's get started with the flow. We're gonna get started today in a comfortable seat, so make your way into your favorite seated position. You can sit cross-legged or kneeling or sitting on a block to help elevate the hips. Once you find your shape, just close your eyes. Allow your palms to rest on the knees, facing up or down, your choice. Sitting as tall as you can here, drawing the shoulders open and away from the ears. Notice if you're clenching your jaw, try and release it. Allow your tongue to float, removing tension from the space between your eyebrows. Just completely relax the face and start to tune into your breath. How does it sound? How does it feel this morning? Starting to deepen your inhale and lengthen the exhale, just creating a steady rhythm here within your breath and really allowing that rhythm to power your practice and your movement today. Every inhale, feeling the front body, side body, back body expand. Every exhale, just releasing, but still sitting tall. And maybe you're taking this time right now to set an intention for your day or for your practice. Could be little or big, or simply just thanking yourself for making it onto the mat. We'll take our palms together at the chest, bowing the head down. We'll open our practice with one breath together. Take a big breath in through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Gently blink your eyes open with a couple of blinks and bring your palms down by either side of your body. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up, lengthen up through the chest, and as you exhale, the right hand's going to touch down beside you. Left arm up and over the ear. You can place that right hand on a block if you'd like to take it up a little higher, and at the same time you can bend into your right elbow if you'd like to stretch a little further. Wherever you are, just open up that left shoulder, open up the chest. You don't have to gaze up if it hurts your neck. You can always look forward or down, but try not to rest your head on that right shoulder. Let's take one more breath. And inhale, both arms are going to sweep up, and as you exhale, we'll take it over to the opposite side. So that left hand gently touches down, stretching the right arm up and over the ear, opening up the chest. Just think of that space we can create between our shoulders, our neck, our arms. Take one more breath. And both arms reach back up on the inhale. Now, as you exhale, you can just simply bring your fingertips out in front of you onto a block or the floor. And you can also walk your hands out a little further, going into a deeper fold. Doesn't have to be your deepest fold to start, just taking it to a place where you feel that stretch on the hamstrings, maybe a little into the low back. Every exhale just takes you a little further. Lengthen the neck, draw the shoulders back. One more breath. And on your inhale, we'll walk our hands back, reach the arms up one more time, and as you exhale, we'll find our tabletop. You can roll over to the side or over the shins, the knees, and just find your way onto all fours here. Shoulders are aligned above the wrists, knees hip distance, flat back. On your inhale, dip the belly down, open up through your chest, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, contract, hug the belly in around the spine up, tuck in the chin. Inhale, opening up for cow pose, slight bend in the elbows, long neck. And exhale, hug the belly in, push the mat away. Inhale, opening up for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. Now you can stick with a few more of these cat-cows, or you can sway from side to side. Roll the neck around a little, the spine, just getting into our spinal mobility, really warming up for our practice. You can shift back and forth from child's pose into that tabletop. Anything that might feel good here, just flowing with your breath. Moving slow. One more round. And we'll pause in our flat neutral spine. Now from here, on your next inhale, the right arm's gonna sweep up, opening the chest to the right, and as you exhale, the right arm moves underneath that left armpit into thread the needle. Right shoulder drops down onto the mat, and maybe you lift up that left arm and take it behind your back. These are all just options and variations for you. So if something doesn't feel good in your body, just take it a step back. Wherever you are in your thread needle, just keep pressing through that right shoulder, keeping space between our neck and the mat. Let's take one more breath. If that hand's behind your back, just bring it back down in front of your face. And as you inhale, we'll sweep open that right arm one more time. And as you exhale, the right hand drops back down underneath the shoulder. Step the right toes back, curling them under. Now you can stay right here, or if you want a little bit of core, a little bit of a warm up, we're gonna push through the palms and take that left knee to our nose, holding for 3, 2, on 1. Gently drop down that left shin, right knee tucks in, and we'll just shift back into a quick child's pose. You can let go of the head, you can stretch out the arms forward or wrap them around your waist, just giving your wrists a little moment. One more breath. And then reaching forward again. When you're ready, we'll shift into our tabletop. Find your alignment, shoulders stacked above the wrists. And on your inhale, the left arm will sweep up, opening the chest. As you exhale, take that left arm underneath the right armpit, sliding it down onto the mat. And again, you can stay here with your hand in front of your face, or you can reach it up to the sky. You can take that hand behind your back, just opening up the shape a little further and just noticing the difference here between both sides. Let's hold for one more breath. And then if that hand's behind your back, just bring it back down in front of your face. Inhale, sweep up that left arm. Exhale, left hand touches down. Step the left toes back. We're gonna go into that plank curl again. When you're ready, pressing through the palms and fingertips, right knee to the nose, holding 3. Keep breathing, 2, 1. Step that right foot back, and on your exhale, we'll shift the hips up and back into our downward facing dog. First down dog of the practice of the day. You're welcome to pedal out your legs here. Find some movement with your down dog or sway the hips from side to side. Anything that might feel good, just again, flowing with your breath. And the feet are about hip distance apart or wider. Pushing through all 4 corners of the palms, finding that strength and length in the arms and spine. And then just keep a slight bend or a deep bend in your knees. That'll really help you send your weight towards the back of the mat. And also early in our practice in the morning, we don't want to try and push our heels all the way down to the floor. So again, just take it to a place where you feel that hamstring stretch. One more full breath here. And then we'll lift up the heels, bend the knees and look forward. You can step, you can walk all the way to the front of your mat. And once you get there, lift up halfway on your inhale, hands come to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling up gently for this first one. Just let your arms dangle. You can ball up the fists and roll up your wrists here as you make your way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And once you're standing, sweep the arms up above your head as you inhale. As you exhale, take the hands through center and down by your sides. Inhale, arms will sweep up, lift through your chest, and as you exhale, forward fold, lead with your chest. Half lift on your inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down shoulder width. We're going to take pretty big steps back into our high plank. Now from here, take one breath in, and as you exhale, the knees will touch down, the chin and the chest will touch down. We're going to slide forward into our cobra, opening up the chest. Doesn't have to be your deepest back bend. And as you exhale, you can use your knees to lift up and back for downward dog. Find your breath when you get there. And the shoulders are drawing away from the ears in our down dog. Keep the belly hugging in, keeping the arms active. Let's take one more full breath in and exhale. On your next inhale, the right leg's gonna sweep up and back for 3-legged dog. Now you can keep that right leg straight and extended, pointing through the toe, or maybe you bend the knee and open up that hip a little deeper. You can gaze under your right armpit, challenge your balance. Keep pushing through your palms. Let's take one more breath. And as you exhale, we're gonna send that knee through, stepping forward between our palms. Take your time getting there. Gently drop down that back knee. You might grab a block and place it underneath the left hand. From here, we're gonna reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Just finding a low twist. Pretend I'm pulling your right arm all the way up towards the sky. One more breath in, and now as you exhale, the right hand touches down on that right knee. Use that to lift the left arm up towards the sky as you inhale, and now you can stay here, or as you exhale, we'll go into a side stretch. Taking that left arm up and over the left ear, sending it over to the right side, kind of balancing and challenging this shape. One more breath. And neutralize your spine. Left hand touches back down, same with the right. We're gonna move into half split. This is where you might grab both those blocks. And just slowly shift back the hips, straightening out that right leg. Walk the blocks back so they're underneath the shoulders. They'll help you lift up a little higher. You can decide whether you need those blocks or not. Lengthen the spine, pulling the chest forward, and try and flex your ankle as much as you can, toes flexing as well. And a slight bend or a deep bend in that right knee. Try not to hyperextend it. Let's hold for one more breath. And when you're ready, we'll lunge it forward and walk the hands to the front of the mat. Curl the toes under. We're gonna find our low lunge. Now you can use your hands to find that lift. We're gonna pop up the back knee and find high lunge. Keep breathing, find your focal point. Something in front of you that isn't moving. That right hip pulling back, left hip pressing forward, just so we have that squared hip here in our high lunge. Belly pulling in towards the spine. Let's take one more breath in, and as you exhale, we'll find runner's lunge, sweeping the arms back and leaning forward just a little bit to engage our core. So we're not resting belly on thigh. Inhale, arms sweep back up, and from here we'll open up for warrior two. So the back heel's gonna pivot down, opening the chest to the left side, really long arms, strong arms, that front knee opening outwards so you get the stretch on the inner right thigh. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior two, stretching out that right side, and as you exhale, we'll take the right elbow to the right thigh, left arm up and over the ear, extended side angle. I really love this pose for warming up our core and also finding that flexibility and strength in the legs. Try not to rest so much weight on that elbow to thigh, and wherever you are, open up the chest. Let's take one more breath. Use your core to lift back up into warrior two. Let's flip the front palm and reverse one more time, and as you exhale, we'll cartwheel the hands down. Take your time getting there. Lift up the back heels so the toes face forward, and we're gonna heel toe that right foot all the way out to the edge of the mat, just so the hands are on the inside of the foot, and gently drop down that back knee. Now, if this feels uncomfortable, again, grab that block, place it in the middle. It'll help you lift up out of that compression. Otherwise, if you're feeling good, maybe we just open up through that right hip and just push that right knee a little bit open. And I'm not really pushing that knee open. It's kind of opening all on its own, digging into the edge of that right foot, keeping the ankle stable by pulling in. And then maybe I'll gaze over the right shoulder. Keeping everything active. So even if you can sink and hang out in this pose, just find that press away from your mat. Let's take one more breath. And close that knee in if it was out. Bring that right hand back down. We're gonna curl the toes under and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. So we're gonna land in our malasana. Toes are gonna face out, and you might sit on your block here as we sink the hips down, elbows to the knees. Palms will come together at the chest. So in our pretty deep yogi squat, and rather than caving in on this pose, try and find an opening shape. Think upward facing dog. Let's take one more breath. And from here, as you exhale, hands come down, lift the hips up gently, heel toe your feet back towards each other, and then we'll just bend into the knees and roll it up. Once you're standing, inhale, arms will sweep up. Exhale, let's find our forward fold right away this time. Half lift on the inhale. Fold, exhale, hands come down, step it back into high plank. Now you can move into your down dog or knees come down, shift forward, modified chaturanga, elbows squeezing in. Inhale to open up the chest for cobra or up dog. And as you exhale, you can use your core or we can use our knees to lift up and back into our down dog. It's pretty early in the morning, so just taking it slow through that vinyasa flow. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale to lift that left leg up and back. Find your three-legged dog, pointing through that toe. And again, you can stay here, or maybe you bend the knee and open up the hip, pointing that knee up as high as you can. One more breath. And as you exhale, we'll step through center. Gently lower the right knee down. The right hand's gonna stay down, the left arm's gonna sweep up for our low twist. Use that block underneath the right hand if you need to. One more breath in. And then that left hand touches down on the left knee, right arm sweeps up as you inhale, and as you exhale, we'll go into that side stretch. Right arm up and over the right ear. Sending it all the way over to that left side, really feeling it into that right hip flexor. As you exhale, hands come back down to the mat, moving slow into our half split. So send the hips back, walk your hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. Use your blocks if you need. Remember, both sides are different, so this side could be a lot tighter on the left hamstring. So just take your time, and even if you didn't use blocks on the other side, this side might be asking for it, so just honor that within your body. Slight bend or a deep bend in that left knee. Let's take one more breath. And then we'll lunge forward. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Curl the back toes under. Again, we're gonna lift up into that high lunge. So you can use the support of your hands or find low lunge first as you inhale, and then use the strength of that back leg to pop the knee up. Just holding our high lunge strong, finding our balance, finding our focus. Really grounding, feeling on the low half, uplifting on the top half. Let's take one more breath in. And on that exhale, we'll find runner's lunge. Sweep the arms back like airplane wings, leaning the chest forward, belly squeezing in. Inhale back up into your high lunge. Warrior two, open it up. Back heel pivots down, really long arms. It should feel like I can press on your arms and you can resist that weight. Maybe gazing past those left fingertips. One more breath. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior two. Back through warrior two, left elbow, left thigh. Right arm up and over the ear. Remember that space between the shoulders and the neck. So we're not resting our head on that left shoulder. Try and keep that space, that length. Open up the chest. And inhale back up for warrior two. We'll flip and reverse one more time. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands back down towards the mat. Lift up the back heels, the toes face forward. And then from here, we'll heel toe that left foot all the way out into our lizard shape. So the hands are on the inside, and we'll gently drop down that right knee. So just getting a feel for what this deeper lunge feels like before opening up the shape. So you can keep that right hand down and open up through that left hip flexor, that left inner thigh, gazing over the left shoulder if that's what you did on the other side. And even if it's what you did on the other side, if it doesn't feel good on this side, just let it go. Take a step back. One more breath, open up the chest. And we'll close up that left knee, hands to the inside of the left foot. We're gonna step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Last time we went into our malasana. This time we're gonna bend into the knees, heel toe them about hip distance apart, and just let the body hang. And you can hold on to opposite elbows if you'd like, and sway from side to side, and just really let go of your neck. Let go of the spine. Don't be afraid to bend into your knees here, just to let go of the spine a little further. You can shake your head no. Nod the head yes. Maybe you move into an interlace behind the back shape just to get into the shoulders a little further. Let's take one more breath. And gently release your hands all the way back down. Bend into the knees. We're going to roll it up again. Just let that blood circulate all the way back up to the head. Inhale, arms sweeping up. As you exhale, find your forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Moving into chair pose, bend the knees, and as you inhale, arms will sweep up into our Utkatasana. Pretend you're sitting in an invisible chair, and rather than a back bend shape, really tuck in the low belly, draw out the low back. One more breath. On your next inhale, we're gonna stand tall, reaching the arms up, and as you exhale, take your hands to your chest. Now get a good grip in that left foot. We're gonna balance on it with the right knee in front of our chest. Flex your ankle to really help kick that knee up. So just strengthening through that left ankle, finding some balance, really lengthening the spine. One more breath in. We're gonna step the right foot back. We're gonna use our hands to get there. So tipping forward like you're gonna move into warrior three, but we're gonna bend into the left knee to reach the mat. Once that right foot touches down at the back and the hands touch down, we're gonna send the left leg up and back into three-legged dog as you inhale. Now, as you exhale, if you want a little bit of core, left knee to left elbow in plank, maybe you tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. And now as you exhale, the left knee is gonna drop down onto the mat. And we're gonna send the right foot over to the right side. From here, walk your hands back to the left knee. Inhale, arms are gonna sweep up. And as you exhale, we'll take the right hand down beside us, left arm up and over the ear for gate pose. Inhale, back up and over. The left hand's gonna touch down on your mat or block, and the right arm's just gonna simply reach up to the sky. Now you can stay right here, but if you wanna intensify it, we'll kick up that right leg. Slight bend in the left elbow. Let's hold for one more full breath. And then drop that right foot back down. Walk your hands through center. Just moving slowly all the way over to that right foot. And you can keep up lifted. Or maybe you bend into the elbows and take it into a deeper fold. Just for one more breath. Then we're going to lift back up on that inhale. Walk your hands back towards the front of the mat, shoulder width apart. We're going to step the right toes out behind us and move back up into our three-legged dog with the left leg up in the air. As you exhale, we'll step that foot forward. Right foot steps forward as well. Half lift on your inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, keep breathing. And then we'll stand tall and take the hands to the chest, going right into the other side, balancing on that right foot. Left knee up in front of the chest, flexing the ankle, trying to lift up out of that right hip socket. One more breath in. And as you exhale, tipping forward, reaching for the mat as we step the left foot all the way back. Try and reach with control as slowly as you can. Once you're there, right leg up and back, three-legged dog, inhale. As you exhale, right knee to right elbow in plank. Inhale, right leg sweeps up, and as you exhale, we'll drop that right shin gently down onto the mat and extend that left leg out beside us. Once it touches down, walk your hands back to that right knee. Inhale, arms will reach up. Exhale over to the left side, right arm up and over the ear. Inhale back through center, right hand touches down, stretching through the left side. You can stay right here, or again, you can lift up that left leg just so it's parallel to the ground if you can. Keep breathing. And drop that foot down. Walk your hands through center all the way over to that left side. Now you can stay lifted up halfway, or as you exhale, you might find a deeper fold. Lifting back up, walk your hands back to the center of your mat. We're gonna step the left toes out behind us, go back up into our three-legged dog as you inhale. Now as you exhale, we're gonna step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, left foot to the outside of the left hand, gently sinking the hips down, one breath in our malasana as you inhale, and then we're gonna come into a seat. So you can roll over to the side or reach your hands forward, and maybe you find a seat right away. Stick your toes out in front of you. Now you can stay in this supported version of boat, holding to the back of the knees. Engage your core, lift up through the chest. When you're ready, we can lift one leg up at a time, squeezing the thighs together. And notice if your heels are kind of low. Try and keep them lifted. You might hold onto your calf muscles and pull in a little. When you're feeling good, you can release and we can find our full Navasana, our full boat pose. Really find that lift up through the chest. Move through that shaky point. We'll hold for one more breath. You're welcome to drop your toes back down, but we're gonna widen our boat until we're all the way on our backs. Just rolling back. If you have your feet on the mat, moving slow, keep breathing. And we're all the way onto our mat. We're just gonna finish it off with a couple of twists. Hug the knees in to your chest. Curl up into a little ball. Rock from side to side. Massage out the back, massage out the spine. When you're ready, extend your arms up by your sides. Take one breath in, and on that exhale, we'll gently let the knees drop over to the right side, maybe onto a block, or maybe directly onto the mat. Once you get there, just relax the shoulders. You can gaze over to the left and close your eyes. You can stay here as long as you'd like to, but we'll hold for one more full breath. Looking back up on your next inhale, try and use a little bit of core to lift both knees back up through center. And as you exhale, gently dropping them as gently as you can over to that left side. And then you can gaze over to the right. You can close your eyes. Feeling that nice twist in the right side. Left side melting down into the mat. Let's take one more full breath. And inhale, both knees back up through the chest. Now from here we can drop the soles of the feet down, arms by the side, just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Now you're welcome to stay like this with your knees together, feet wide. If you'd like to continue with a little bit of hip opening, you can bring your feet together and knees wide. Or you can go for classic Shavasana and extend your legs out. Now you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like to. It's where our body really feels the benefits of the practice, taking that little bit of rest at the end of our flow. But if you're ready, find your way back up into a comfortable seat, trying to keep the eyes closed. Bringing the palms together at the chest, just connecting thumbs to sternum. We'll close our practice with one breath together, bowing the head down. Take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. Thank yourself for flowing this morning, and thank you for allowing me to guide your practice. I hope you found some love, some light on the mat. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, yogis. If you have any comments or questions, you can always leave it down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram. It's Asana Vinyasa over there, so you can go check out my page. I hope to release more flows and videos for you soon, so stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Bye.